104.7 The Drop. We are Denver's urban alternative. Good morning. My name is Sugar Bear.
I'm Lamali.
How you doing? And we have two very special guests here today in this community corner. This is where we highlight people who serve this community in a major, great way. We love to give them a platform so they can tell you their life mission of helping others. And today, special guest is Mary Sarah Fairweather. She is the Vice President of Sheltering, and Alyssa Putzer, Media Relations Manager at Dumb Friends Leagues. Good morning. Thank you both for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. We have a special announcement today.
We do.
Yeah.
Are we going to do it now?
No, let's do it after. Okay. Let's do it after. Let's get some information first. Dumb Friends League. Let's talk. Well, before we get to that, tell us a little bit about both of you, because I just learned about you, Mary Sarah, that you moved here recently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you like Denver?
Oh, love Denver.
You do?
Yes, absolutely.
There's a lot going on here.
How could you not love Denver?
Yeah.
It is, the weather is incredible. There's no humidity. I'm from the East Coast, so this is a wonderful change. The surroundings, the landscape. And, well, you're here.
Hey, come on now.
So
I liked her.
One time for that, yes. So you missed the snow. You missed all of the snow.
I did, but I love the snow.
Oh, do you love the snow?
So,
okay.
yes.
Well, then you'll love it here. Then.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you originally from here, Alyssa?
I'm not. No, I'm from the Midwest originally.
Okay.
Moved to Denver about 4 years ago, worked at the League, and then took a 10-month hiatus in Montreal. And missed the lack of humidity, and I've been back since April.
That's awesome. And now you're serving in this great community that we live in. There's so much rich organizations and just the people who give back and are really concerned about, doing what they do as far as giving back to this community. So let's talk about Dumb Friends League. For the people who are listening who may not know who that is and what they are, someone tell us who that is.
So Dumb Friends League is a national model in animal welfare. So
okay.
we stand as a compassionate voice for those who are unable to speak for themselves. So those are the animals.
Those are the animals, yeah.
Yeah. So we provide care and refuge for more than 44,000 pets and horses annually.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That is a lot.
A lot of animals, and we're fortunate to have 300 dedicated employees and 1,500 volunteers who help us do what we do every day. Aren't we lucky?
Shout out to the volunteers.
Yes, and we always need more. So here's a plug for volunteers. We've got lots of opportunities.
Yes, and we'll make sure at the end of this interview that we put that information out there again if you want to get involved.
Thank you.
Okay, so pet welfare. We love animals.
We do.
Yeah, you have a pit bull, correct?
Kyle, I got him actually from Dumb Friends
Okay,
League.
see, that's beautiful.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I love it. And Kyle loves it. He has his stamp of approval.
So, Dumb Friends League. We're going to talk about our partnership that we have in a little bit. I'm sorry, I want to overstep you because I wanted her to ask a question.
No, you're good. You're good. So, Dumb Friends League, you said you have 44,000 animals. So it's not just dogs and cats, right?
Yeah.
It's not just dogs and cats, although we certainly have a lot of those. But we also have small mammals. So we've got rabbits and guinea pigs.
We saw some of those, yeah.
Little mice and gerbils and hamsters and the occasional snake and
Whoa.
and of course our horses at our Harmony facility in Franktown.
Yeah, I was surprised about that.
And I heard there's donkeys.
There are donkeys.
There are.
What's up with that?
They need our help too.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and we're there for them.
Donkeys, mules. Sometimes we get the miniature horses. Which are
That's
so
what
cute.
I want.
Yeah.
You want one
I
of
want one so bad.
Yeah,
I don't know where.
We should come visit us there. We'll give you a tour.
That's my next plan.
And as far as the donkeys, do someone, because they're not stray, right? There's not a stray donkey walking around there, is there?
I mean,
Well, there could
I
be.
mean, you would be
Could there-
surprised. Those stray critters,
I mean, I
that'd
guess
be
it
fine.
could happen, right? How does that work? Like as far as horses and whatnot, do people say, hey, we want you guys to take care of our horse? How does that work?
So our equines come to us when they're removed from their owners because of neglect or mistreatment.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So that's also one of the things you do, right? Obviously, you have animals up for adoption, but you also take in strays and or owner surrenders. How does that work?
We sure do. So we take in animals, pets and horses, regardless of their medical or their behavioral background. and we have a dedicated staff, really talented staff and volunteers who work tirelessly to work with them with whatever background that the animals have come in with to get them to the point where they're ready to go to a home.
Got it. Okay.
That's beautiful. And so once they get to a home, like what if someone has a very loving home, they're just struggling with maybe veterinary care or shots or whatever. I see on this list that you have resources for helping people with that.
We sure do. So something that we have low-cost vaccine clinics. We have low-cost or donor-subsidized programs through our CSU SPUR program, where they can get spay and neuter services, basic welfare, medical care through there. And what's also really wonderful is that we have a behavioral helpline as well. So many of the animals that are relinquished or might be relinquished are because of behavioral concerns. So we have a free helpline for those animals, so that you can support those pet owners, try to keep those animals in their homes so that they don't have to come to the shelter.
Right.
And while we think we're very proud of our facilities, it's not a home. So we do our best to keep animals in their home, keep them with their families.
That's a very good point. I mean, the people who are there, it makes it feel like home, obviously, but it is not a home. So
That's right.
And we saw the facility. We went and checked it out. It's a beautiful place.
Right.
You have all these different segments about it. I want you to talk about the humane education programming, what that means to you and how that works.
Yeah, we offer a whole range of humane education courses for school-age kids and adults. The main goal of that is to just teach folks about animal welfare, get them into the industry to learn a little bit more what we do. We teach them about safe animal handling. So we have Ambassadors who visit these classes, especially the critter camps in the summer. So these Ambassadors are very well trained, they're very social, and so kids are able to interact with them in a safe way to learn how to interact with animals.
That's beautiful. With educating kids, at a young age, is there an age limit for that, or does it matter, or just no matter how old the kids are, so they can get the education?
It depends on the program.
I see.
Most of them are for school-age kids, so K-12.
Got it. Okay.
And what we're hoping to do is to inspire some of these children to pursue careers in animal welfare.
Love that.
There is definitely a shortage in veterinary support out there, which I'm sure you're aware of. So we're hoping that they continue their journey in animal welfare and maybe become veterinary assistants or veterinarians someday.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You also have a fostering program as well, right?
We do.
Can you talk about that?
Yes, we have so many dedicated fosters. I am one of them. I like to take the kittens.
Oh, cool.
And it's so much fun. So this is short-term temporary care for puppies and kittens who need a little bit more time to grow big and strong before they can get spayed and neutered and put up for adoption. It could be for pets who are going through medical challenges, who would just do better in a home as they kind of recover from whatever their medical challenge is. And sometimes pets just don't thrive in the shelter environment. So to give them a little bit of a break, we have foster parents for that as well. And then we offer our Pet Assist program, which is short-term free housing for pets, for owners who may be going through domestic abuse or housing insecurity or illness and need 30 days of refuge for their pet. We have foster parents for that as well.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That really is. So if someone is like interested in getting involved, whether that's like walking dogs or like whatever, how can they do that?
They can go to ddfl.org. We have a specific section for all the myriad of ways that you can get involved, no matter what you're interested in. We always need people to help clean kennels, clean litter boxes, muck stalls at Harmony Equine Center, walk dogs, help with enrichment, help with medication. So whatever they're interested in, we probably have a volunteer program for that.
Yeah.
So they can head to ddfl.org and see that list there and fill out an application and get more info.
Nice.
Awesome.
You have something else?
No.
No? Okay, I do, for sure. I want to pull at your heartstrings just a little bit here. Sure. Abused animals, pets. It's something that bothers me so much, and I know you see that a lot often. Is it hard for you not to take that home when you see that? Because now you're in a space where you have to love them back to their normal life and what their life should be. It's something that just bugs me when the people who abuse animals. And so I want you to talk about that, what that feels like. And if it is hard to separate it, do you bring it home? And, do you have your own pets? And if you have children or whatnot, like seeing that is so hard to take from an emotional standpoint. And then you put this love back into these animals so that they can, again, live the life that they deserve. Talk about that.
Yes, it is hard.
Yeah.
And yes, it really bothers me, but I personally try to focus on the future. And and I'm grateful that I work for an organization that can provide that new chapter for these animals. So the minute that they come into our care, they're immediately given the proper food, nutrition, medical care, behavioral care, and love.
And love. Which is
and really, and so I really think that no matter how long they're with us, their future is brighter, and that's what I try to focus on.
Yeah, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean it's exceptionally hard, especially as somebody who owns pets, and I do have a habit of bringing it home, and my dog and I just hug it out, and but the compassion fatigue is real. But like Mary Sarah said, focusing on the future is so important, and there's a little bit of a feeling of being grateful that they're with us, and that we have that ability to heal them from the inside out, and see them thrive and become their most authentic selves in their next home.
That's right.
That's beautiful work that you're doing. So thank you and all of the volunteers, everyone that you're doing. We love that, which is why we partnered with you, right?
We did, yes.
Let's talk about our partnership. I'll let you do it.
Well, Sugar Bear and I both love animals, specifically dogs.
Yeah.
I'm a dog owner. He's a wishful dog owner.
Yeah.
We can fix that.
I might have one too.
Don't worry. I
Just saying.
We have
it's
hundreds
coming.
of solutions
I know.
for you.
I know.
But because of that, we wanted to partner specifically with Denver Dumb Friends League and bring you a pet of the month.
Yes.
So each month we will be highlighting a specific dog with little video of the dog and us, so you can see how it interacts with people, photos and information about that specific dog, in hopes to try and get them adopted, because we know all y'all good folks out there would provide a really loving home.
That's right. And so we're excited about this. And this is going to go up today on our social at the Drop 303. Our first pet was Spot. Beautiful, beautiful. She was amazing. I feel like she loved me. It felt that way.
She did go right up to you
She
to
did.
get all
How
the
could she
pets.
not?
My name is Sugar Bear. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the puppies. So you have to go to our social to see Spot. And if you're interested in adopting, talk about this partnership and what that means for us. We're just doing our part to try and help, again, get pets into loving homes, what that means, because we all can do our part. But what does this mean for us to be able to do this?
Yeah, so like shelters across the country, we're experiencing overcrowding, especially with our dog population in our shelter. So this partnership is amazing, and we're so excited about it because it gives us a chance to feature some of our really amazing adoptable dogs, bring the spotlight to them, give them their TV or radio or social media debut, and hopefully get them into homes. So we just are so grateful for your partnership and your dog lovingness, so that we can get some of these dogs out of the shelter and into homes.
Thank you for saying that. Okay, let's give them all the details. How many locations do you have? Is there just the one?
No, we have five locations.
5 locations, right. Okay.
So we have our Malone Center here in Denver, as well as our veterinary hospital at CSU Spur, where people can get donor-subsidized urgent veterinary care. That's where we do our spay and neuter clinics. We have our Buddy Center in Castle Rock, the San Luis Valley Animal Center in Alamosa, and then the Harmony Equine Center in Franktown.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great. And if people are looking for, you showed about the volunteer opportunities, but if they're looking to maybe narrow down the search, make it easier for a dog or cat or bunny.
Or donkey.
Do that?
Or a donkey.
Right.
Or donkey.
Yes, they can go to our website if people are interested in adopting. We have a lot of information about all of our animals that are up for adoption. So we encourage people to do their homework and then come and visit us. And our adoption process is all conversation based. So it's us learning about you learning about us and our animals, And adoptions are same day.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if
you walk home that day.
You
okay.
could walk home that day with your next best
I
friend.
love that.
And I will say, from the adopter's point of view, it was really easy. I just went on the website and I narrowed down I knew what I wanted. I knew how old I wanted it to be. I knew it had to be good with kids, and it was all listed on there, so I could have my list of 4 or 5 dogs to go look at and meet and make sure Joaquin, my son, loved them. So it's super easy and very user friendly to
Excellent.
figure out what you want.
Yeah, just like that. One last thing for both of you. Anybody out there who may be considering a pet, adopting, just give them some good words, something that they may not know or something that they need to know in this space. Because you mentioned there's a lot. I think there's, what'd you say, 44,000 every year, animals that you take in every year. Talk about, just give them some information that would, I don't know, maybe sway them to adopt a pet. Something that's great that they need to know.
Oh, there's always a need. There's always a need for an animal to go into a loving home, and really we want them to end up on a couch. So that and the more that people adopt, that means the more animals that we can help. And unfortunately, there's always a need for us to help homeless animals out there. So please consider adopting.
Love that. You want to add to that?
Yeah, just like dating, we always say there's someone for everybody. We have a dog, a cat, a rat, a horse for everybody, no matter what your lifestyle is, no matter the space that you live in. We understand that there are a lot of constraints around housing with restrictions for having pets, but we really do have someone for everyone. So if you are considering adopting, whether it's tiny or a 200-pound dog, there's always somebody waiting for you.
I think that's important to know. Okay, Mary Sarah Fairweather, Alyssa Putzer, Dumb Friends League. If you want to adopt Spot, it's going to be on our social at the Drop 303. Beautiful. She was so kind and sweet. And again, they have so many other animals for you to adopt. Give them the information. Telephone number, website one more time.
ddfl.org is where people should head.
Okay.
And it has all of the information there.
Nice. Right there.
Head there and it'll take you to where you need to go.
Okay, cool. And our Pet of the Month is coming up. So every month we're going to be doing this. This video will live on our website at thedrop303.org. So if you're ever like, what did they say? It's right there. We'll post it up there for you. Thank you both for your time today
Thank
and
you
your
so
partnership.
much.
Yes, we're
It's
looking forward to it.
104.7 The Drop. Sugar Bear and Lamali.